Hi everyone. So sorry I couldn't make it this time. I wasn't able to get off work, so um, I just am recording this. So hopefully you guys like my project. I don't know if you guys remember last time my project one I designed based off of kind of the branding I've done and everything for myself. So I kind of continued that throughout the rest of this. So the page is kind of odd sized. You'll see it's just because one document with all of my design mock-ups. So this is my style guide. I basically we'll start with the logo over here. So my logo basically I created it for myself, and it impacts everything that I've kind of done for the website. It has the main font I use. I got the colors from it and everything. So this right here is the logo. My initials are HPH, and so I kind of combined that when I made my logo. If you can't tell. So typography, like I said, Medina Script is the font used in my logo. It's also all my header fonts, my main header fonts. The goal is to use it minimally because it is kind of complicated and hard to read sometimes. So, but the reason I chose that font even for my logo is, my personal brand, I guess, is like simple, elegant, but fun. And I feel like it's elegant. It might not be so simple, but my other font balances it out. But it's supposed to look like handwritten calligraphy. And I do have all my fonts in a light gray, or not a light gray, a dark gray, to kind of not be as harsh as black and maybe look a little more like ink. So, and Gill Sans, I chose because it's simple. It's a sans serif font, and those are easier to read on screens, and it balances out with my main font. Um, yeah. So colors, the middle 5 colors are all color dropped from my logo. It took me a while to find exactly the colors I wanted from the logo, but I feel like it's a good array. Like they all go together, and it isn't too they aren't too harsh, though they are bright. This cream I made kind of as a background color, and again, like I mentioned earlier, the gray is ink-ish for my texts. And down here I explain what they're all used for. Um, so this is my main page. A picture of me. I'm gonna put a quote here or something. I'm not quite sure what it's gonna be yet, but this is my logo, and my website's name is hannahpatrice.com. So because that's my first and middle name. A navigation, and these will all be clickable elements to take people to each of the about events and design pages. And then this is my about page. These are just pictures. I'm not sure if I want to make them. I was thinking about making it like a scroll thing where you can scroll and see other pictures, but they're kind of pictures about that kind of explain me. So like the first one's when I interned in DC. The second one is from when I went to Wales. The third one is an organization I'm involved in called Project Makeover. The fourth one is me at Stonehenge, and the fifth one is me again in DC eating cupcakes because I love cupcakes. But and so when I write that, it's gonna kind of explain, yes, my more professional side, but also kind of explain me as a person. I like to travel and do service and have fun with friends. So this is my design page. These are all either single pages or documents that I have designed. My strong suit is layout design. I'm not horrible at like things in Illustrator and Photoshop, but I definitely feel very confident in my layout design, and so that's kind of what I'm trying to focus more on. Maybe I'll find other things. If I do end up wanting to put more than these 15 things, it'll be a scroll, likely. So yeah, and again, like I mentioned last time, I'm using a lot of geometric elements based off of, like, there's a circle in my logo, so I use a lot of circles, and then squares for when it's more appropriate. This is events. I plan a lot of events. Here's a video. This is a screenshot, but it will be a video of one of the events I planned, and the explanation of like my experiences, and then pictures from events that I have been a part of. And then a contact page, simple, has my social media elements. And then these are the interactive elements. So in the navigation page, whenever you hover or click, or at the top at my navigation, whenever you hover or click, it'll go from pink to the blue. The button that I showed that's before on my contact page down there, when you hover or click, it'll go from a darker green to a lighter green. On my design page, when you hover over one of the squares, it'll come with a title. It'll become green slightly and have the title or kind of like a short explanation of what the document is. I might make the font bolder or something because it's kind of hard to read. But when you click it, it will open the document PDF into a new tab. So you can either scroll if it's a longer document, or just see the original. And then on my home page at the bottom, I had those circles up here. And so when you hover over it, it'll just have a gradient feather around the circle. Hover or click, and then it will take you to the next page. So that's everything. Looking forward to seeing everyone's comments. Please, if you have any suggestions, I would appreciate it. So just feel free to comment or something, and I'll go through and look. But awesome. Thank you guys so much. I can't wait to watch this and see everyone's projects, and everyone have a great weekend. Go Gators!